Is First Class Trouble better than Among Us?
Oranges are delicious. First class trouble, everybody.
First Class Trouble, everybody. I used to think that Geoff Keighley, our Mountain Dew and Dorito savior, made Unfortunate Spacemen, but recently I found out I was completely wrong, and that it was made by Geoff Keane. By now some of you are already like, I was here for First Class Trouble in Among Us. What the hell are you talking about? By the way, if you like my fit, it's actually made out of pants. You've been fooled, bamboozled. Well, what drove me to play First Class Trouble was a combination of playing Among Us and then trying the new 3D deception game realm with Geoff Keane's Unfortunate Spacemen. And let me tell you, it's a completely different fucking world. Where am I? You're in a world of music. A whole new world. A whole new world. But the 3D realm adds that Among Us didn't have is that extra that high-octane level of play that can only be experienced when everyone has mics and is trying to mildly entertain one another. Yeah. Or be extremely racist. White people, I know that a lot of your families are proponents of the South rising again, and that your families are filled with incest. But you gotta stop being racist. Among Us, I've got to give you props for having a community that's fairly devoid of racism. Maybe it's because your community's full of toddlers who don't understand the concept of sentences, or because the primary form of communication is through text chat, unless you mod the game. But with the primary form of communication being text chat, the communities are just nowhere near as entertaining. First Class Trouble allows people to be goofy together. When the community's kind and silly is when the community's at its best. With ball sack torture. Oh, yes. Hello.
Dokidarth again.
Yes, hello.
Hey.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
I'm sorry that we did that to you
Oh,
last
shit. And while with Among Us, I do think that there's a higher likelihood that the players you come into contact with will not be repulsive simps spouting racist shit. There's a higher likelihood that the people you do come into contact with they don't expel the next level of out-of-this-world, high-velocity energy that First Class Trouble players expel. First Class Trouble has charmingly simple gameplay. There are 6 players, with 2 of them being personoids, the big baddies of the group, and the rest being residents, the people who are like, holy shit, we're gonna die! The goal of the personoids is to try to murder all of the residents while not getting found out themselves. Oh no! Which is so fucking fun, as the game allows for players to kill one another in some pretty entertaining ways. Go on. Near, far. Oh, you bastards. To win as a resident, you'll need to make it through 3 different floors which serve as levels. On the first 2, you need to find 3 keys.
Put them in. I'll watch your back. Stay away!
Oh. And on the last floor, you need to shut down a machine named Kane, which if any personoid gets to, they win. Oh my fucking god! This is some iRobot, Terminator, Ex-Machina crossover shit right here. Residents can also win by murdering all of the personoids and then voting that there are no longer personoids among them after they've beaten a level. Yes! All while doing this, residents need to make sure that they're getting that delicious oxygen, kind of like you have to in Breath Edge, except it didn't feel like my life was slowly wasting away. Some of you are probably like, this has nothing on Among Us. Among Us has all of the wacky puzzles. And to that I say, yes, but let's be honest, they're fucking boring. Most of Among Us's puzzles remind me of being a child trying to fit different shapes in different holes on one of those stupid hole toys that you used to use as a baby. And if there's one thing I know, it's that I'm not a baby Among Us. If you're like me, and all about that deliciously salted, unbaby, refined gameplay, then you'll love the puzzles in First Class Trouble because they're also for babies. Yes, now that's what I'm talking about, First Class Trouble. The puzzles in First Class Trouble consist of basic matching puzzles, pressing a button with someone else at the same time, and my favorite, Guitar Hero. All in all, the puzzles aren't the most exciting thing about the game, but what I love about them is how they make the player feel like there's actual progression happening. It's something that Among Us just didn't do. What are you doing, Among Us? What are you doing? Puzzles in First Class Trouble serve to fix oxygen or open up a location needed to be accessed for a keycard or items that'll help you immobilize your opponents. This helps in pushing the flow of the game forward and creates an exhilaratingly deceptive, encapsulating experience. In Among Us, it feels like the puzzles only serve the function of helping non-imposter crewmates get to the winning end screen. They don't help to unlock new locations or allow for players to collect materials that'll help them out on their journey to that end screen. This all makes for surface-level gameplay with little depth to it.
Step it up, Among Us. What are you doing?
In any deception game, there's a hunter versus hunted aspect going on with a predator looming within your mates. In Among Us, imposters can fuck you up, man. They're small, disgusting, evil little creatures. Look at them, with their creepy little tiny, armless bodies. Motherfucker. But the crewmates are always left helpless unless they vote the imposters out. Like many other 3D deception games, the residents in First Class Trouble have a fighting chance to go up to one of any of these android bastards and go,
What blammy? Did you see how strong that was?
that was
OMG,
strong.
I can't
by
believe
far the
it.
strongest.
You were
Pretty
so
good.
Be my boyfriend. Wow.
And strike fear into the hearts of their opponents using different tools located around the map, like bottles of champagne, 6-packs of beer, and a racket. Players are able to incapacitate their attackers if need be. I always grab a 6-pack and champagne because the only way I know how to be happy is by drowning my problems.
In water. This is water.
So, is First Class Trouble better than Among Us? Is Geoff Keighley the god of Doritos and Mountain Dew? Honestly, yes and yes, which creates a super yes. First Class Trouble has a whimsical charm that's brought about by the quirky community that surrounds it, and the need to be forced to play with other people that are mic'd up if you're alone. Among Us is a nice deception game in its own way, but it doesn't compare to the amount of fun that could be had running up to strangers and giving them a hug, only that so someone else can come up on them and murder them. Medi and Quasper. Yeah, kill him. Grab him. Quasper. I'm not saying I'd funnel in hundreds of hours into this game, but the game's a catch. A catch that I'll play for a couple hours here and there and move on. And Among Us is just a lesser version of this catch. So, let me just leave you with this. She's a hacker. She hacked. She hacked some guy's computer and they got mad at her.
Okay.
Stop hacking people's computers.
I'm no hacker.
She is. She's just very humble about it. She's hacking my computer right now, literally. She doesn't know how to use a mouse, by the way. She has auto aim on. It instantly locks onto people.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry. See, she gets mad at me when I tell people her secrets because she doesn't want me to tell people.
That's true. That's true. If that's true, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
It's true, man. You should get going before it's too late. Whose computer? He disconnected.